back to Lawyer Up. We're here with a very special guest, and he's going to talk to us about a lot of interesting issues about bonding and being a bail bondsman. How you doing, Mr. Dixon?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. Look, I'm sitting here looking at you right now, and bringing back so many memories because you were a guest on this show, and an actor, so to speak, on this show not too long ago.
Of course.
And look, you had it fitted on that day, but you had the same sharp outfit that you got on right now, brother. Still looking good.
Of course.
You up here, your phone was buzzing and stuff. I remember that day.
That was a different time.
A different time. But look, we're glad to have you back here today, and we're talking about bonding and being a bail bondsman. And the show is titled, if we had to put a title on it, What to Do When You Get Locked Up.
Right.
So the very first thing I want to know about, man, what is it that bail bondsmen, what do y'all even do? What is your job? What do y'all
Well, bail bonding job, to sum it up, we get a jail IOU saying that you would show up in court.
Okay.
You know. So if you show up in court, then we're fine. But if you don't show up in court, we owe whatever your bail was.
Okay, so let's see if I can put this thing in perspective, because I see a lot of people get locked. You know, I see people get locked up all the time.
Of course.
Let's just use pick a crime. Pick a crime. Give me one. DUI. The average bond on a DUI was about $5,000.
About $5,000
as much on the DWI. So a person has a $5,000 bond. What happens? What's the first thing that happens? They're making a phone call. What do they do? They call.
First thing they call, they give them a list to call, a list of bail bonds.
They looking at that list and they got set them free bonds.
They set them free bail bonds.
Set them free bail bonds. They got Mr. Dixon. They call you. Yo, Mr. Dixon, man, I done got locked up on the head, man. They say, oh, it's $5,000. I ain't got $5,000, Mr. Dixon. What I do, man? I'm trying to go home. I gotta go see my kids and stuff. What's up?
What I understand is $5,000 you don't have to pay. You know, what you do is the state allows you to pay up to 15% of the bond.
Okay.
You know, depending on however the situation is, what the charge is, how major it was.
Right.
You know, we can then deal among us how much we're gonna pay.
So I mean, what you say, the person that's in jail can pay between at most up to 15%.
Up to 15%, no more than that.
No more than that. So if a bondsman out there is trying to charge you more than 15% for a bond, I better watch them, because the law, you said state law says 15%.
The state law says no more than 15% that you can get off a bond.
Okay.
No matter the situation.
So in that situation, that person, instead of paying the $5,000 to get out of jail, they can pay 15%. I'm not a math genius. 15% of was that $650?
$750.
See, that's why I don't do that. So $750, they pay that, and they can actually get out of jail.
They can actually get out of jail and wait for their court date.
So now, when you pay the $750, how does a person literally? Here's the part I've always wondered. I'm in jail. I got locked up because I was drunk. How am I gonna get you $750? I'm in jail.
Well, they give you a free phone call so you can call and contact your family members. Or when you contact me, you can give me a family member's number and I can contact them and have them meet me down to the jail. You know, once they raise the amount of money they raise up, or you can raise a certain amount of money up and make a payment.
Okay.
Depending on the person and the situation where you're from and all that.
Okay, now you say you can raise up a certain amount of money. Give me an example of what you mean by raise up a certain amount of money.
Well, we require at least 5% down.
Okay.
So if you're gonna make a payment, they require at least 5% down, and then you make a payment up to the 15%.
Okay, so I'm like, look, my family ain't got no money. I just got my paycheck. I got $400 right now, man. Look, I gotta get out. I gotta go to work? I'm gonna lose this good job I just got. Right. So I call you. So look, I got $400, but the $400 is in my pocket at the jail. What we do? What's the?
Well, I mean, we gotta take that as a luck of the draw. You gotta understand that as far as you dealing with the person, do you know them? Can you really believe that they got that money in their pocket?
Okay.
Or they can also call home when they family members, let them know that they have the money, and they give me the money, and then when they get out, they can give them their money back.
Okay, so that's something that you kind of got to decide.
That's a judgment call. You got to be on your own judgment how you want to take it.
So you can say, maybe I do it, maybe I don't.
Maybe I don't. Yeah, it's all up to you.
Okay. Well, so if you got one call to make, if you had to pick one call, you call your bondsman, you call a family member.
If I had one call to make, I'm gonna call my family member.
Okay.
I'm gonna call my family member because more like I'm gonna make sure they got that money so they can call the bondsman.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, look, we'll be right back, y'all. More Lawyer Up. We're talking with Mr. Dixon. We're gonna keep talking about this when we get back with more Lawyer Up.
19 beats, mother. best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine?
Some lawyers care about the finer things in life.
You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't
Some
seen
lawyers
it
care about
shine.
driving luxury cars, the prestige, the status.
Underway.
Some lawyers care about wearing designer clothes.
Wait till
Some lawyers care about dining in fancy restaurants.
you
Some lawyers
Right now? Right now? It's gonna be about 15 minutes. Don't say nothing till I get there. All right, I'm coming. I'm coming. Wait. All right. All right, bye.
Some lawyers care about their wives.
come the day you're mine.
At Clemens Law Firm, we know that bad things happen to good people. And what we care about
I'm gonna teach
is you.
to fly.
We're back right here with Mr. Dixon on Lawyer Up, talking about a very interesting topic about being a bondsman and bail bonding. And look, we were talking earlier about how the bail bonding process works. But here's one thing I really got to know. Okay, a person has bonded out. You have put up, let's just say it was a higher number now. Okay. Let's say it was a robbery charge. And the bond was $100,000. And they paid you 10% of $100,000, which is $10,000. You got $10,000 in your pocket.
Right.
Everything is looking good.
Right.
But about 6 months down the road, the person realizes, look, man, I might mess around and go to prison for 7 years. I ain't about to stay here. I'm gone. I'm going to somewhere else. Bond went wrong. What do you do?
Well, first thing I do is I look back at my paperwork, and go. The first thing I do is call the reference. You put 4 references on the paper when you fill out paperwork.
So whenever a person does a bond, they have to put some references.
They had to fill out information.
Now, what information do they have to fill out when they?
Well, first they had to put 4 references. Then they also have to have a co-signer. The co-signer states that they'll keep up with the person as long as their court case is going on. So when they lost or something, the co-signer actually the first person to be in contact.
Let me ask you this though: say the person is from, they lived in Durham, or they lived in they live in Florida, and they got bonded. They bonded out here in Pitt County, and they don't have anybody that can sign for them as a co-signer. How does that work? I mean, they came down here on spring break, and
they might just be stuck unless somebody fly in from Florida and be co-sign for them.
So somebody gonna have to co-sign.
Somebody gonna have to co-sign for them, and then again, you had to hope and pray that somebody do that bond, which is being out of state.
Right. So even the person got the money in his pocket, but they ain't got nobody co-sign for him.
But I see them have 15%, man, and sit there for 2 weeks because nobody want to touch them.
So the first thing you do, you check the co-signer. What else you do after that?
Oh yeah. Then once you get a co-signer, you check them. If they don't have no dealers with them, say they don't know where they at. Of course, you go to the references.
Okay.
Once you go to the references, you call them. If you don't, you go to the physical address. Once you do all that stuff, you can't find them. You go to resort to your other resources. You got people that you can hire to go find them.
And there's TV shows, the bounty hunter shows, and stuff like that. You talking about $50,000 out there, or $100,000 out there that you gonna have to pay. Now, real talk? What you gonna do? Now, it's $100,000 you got to go get.
Oh yeah,
I know we on TV and everything, but I'm saying it's $100,000 of your dollars that you got to go get. What are you gonna do to make that money happen?
I'm gonna knock on your mama door, homeboy, every single day till she tell me where her son is. That's what I'm gonna do.
So you gonna go to the mama house?
I'm gonna go to your mama house every single day. If I gotta keep the door in every day, she gonna eventually tell what her son.
Well, I mean, she like, my baby ain't here. I don't know what the baby just ain't here. He done left somewhere.
Eventually she'll get tired of seeing my face.
Well, Lord,
she'll get tired of hearing about it.
The baby gone. I don't know where he is, Mr. Dixon. I don't know where he is. And I thought he was here, but he ain't here. And now she's saying all that, and all of a sudden you see him ride by my house.
Yes.
What do you do?
Oh, I go get him.
What you mean you go get him? I mean, the dude charged armed robbery. What you mean you go get him?
What you mean?
Mr. Dixon, say the guy name is Benji. Benji, come here, Benji. Benji ain't trying to come to you.
Oh no.
Benji know he going to prison.
It's a different approach. Okay, we're suited up, bulletproof vests, guns, mace, handcuffs, whatever we need. We suited up to the time when we go to the case. So if we see him, we approach with caution, and believe me, we ready.
Hey, you said we ready. Look, I got to know what you mean when you look. Here's what I want you to do. I don't know if you got any particular examples that you can think of. You got a story. I want you to think about it.
Okay.
Because I want you to give me the real,
Okay.
and tell me how this thing works. We're gonna tell them when we get back, y'all, with more. We'll be right back with more Lawyer Up.
19 beats, mother.
Yes, I enjoy this.
All the evidence is in, and now it's time for the final arguments of the lawyers. When I hear those words, I feel like a baseball player in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, and I'm up to bat. When I hear those words, I feel like a basketball player with 3 seconds on the clock and the game is on the line. When I hear those words, I feel like a quarterback in the 4th quarter on a game-winning drive, 2 minutes left to go. When I hear those words, I feel like I'm in a championship fight. I need a knockout to win. When I hear those words, there's one thought that goes in my mind. There's one thought that plays over and over again. There's one phrase that I continuously hear. And that phrase is, let's go to work.
TaylorMade Publishing is a full-service book publishing company that has its own imprint and specializes in children's, Christian, and nonfiction books. We also offer self-publishing services and enjoy assisting authors move their completed manuscripts to print. Our services include editing, layout, cover design, ISBN, and obtaining copyright. We encourage you to visit our website at www.taylormadenc.com.
We're back right here on Lawyer Up. We're talking about some very interesting things with Mr. Dixon. Now, we're talking about that if a person skips bond, you see them, you're suited up, you're ready to go get them. Have you ever had any experiences like that you really had to go get somebody, you suited up, got your stuff on, your vest is on? If you have a situation, I would love to hear about it. Don't tell me no names. But if you don't have one, tell me what you would do if you were in that situation where mama been hiding the baby for about 4 or 5 weeks because baby ain't trying to go to prison right now, and you see him. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna tell you about an incident that happened just a couple of days ago.
Okay.
I've been looking for a guy for about 3-4 months. You know, $5,000 bond.
3-4 months.
About 3-4 months.
Okay.
And it's a $5,000 bond. You know, and I did him a favor. I got him out for free.
No good deed goes unpunished. That's all the time.
You know, I actually got him out for free, man. It was a sincere dude. I didn't know him from Adam and Eve, but he sounds so sincere, man. I got him out on a $5,000 bond for free. So, he's supposed to be paying me on that Friday. Never showed up, you know, and he also didn't go to court. So I said, you know, what I had to do to find this guy? Went to his house, talked to his people, been paying people to try to find him. Of course, you know, you pay somebody, they tell me your whereabouts, but when I go there, might not be there. So just so happened my car had messed up, and I'm going to the dealership to get another car. So I tell the dude on right away, I say, you know what, stop at this store so I can get me an Advil and something to drink. I got a Tylenol, I don't know how, I need a headache, and I don't know how long I need to sit at this dealership. So when he turns into the store, he parks, and I walks and goes in the store. When I walks and go in the store, of course, you know, 6'4", 300-pound guy, everybody looking at. So I look in the store, everybody looking like, and I said, don't I know you, buddy? He said, my name's Sylvester. You know? He the only one spoke out of the whole full store. I said, nah, I know you, bud. He said, come on, man. He said, I tell you what, I bet you can't catch me. I said, oh, okay. You think so? He said, he took off. Man, long story short, man, the guy said, man, you look like you had just left Florida State and been drafted as the #1 linebacker going to the Philadelphia Eagles. And you out there, he said, he never seen it before like that. He said, man, you were serious about that thing.
6'4", 300, boy. That's a lot of weight moving right there.
I'm telling you, that's coming at you there. It's coming at you there.
So you had to go get him, literally.
So long story short, you know, it wasn't a long walk. The way he was coming through the door, the threshold, I just cornered him and kind of just smashed him, and you know, it was over after that, you know.
We call that closing speed. that's closing speed. I remember back in my day, I remember those days, y'all. So you had to go catch me, close him down, and you got him.
Oh, and I got him.
Now, so what happens? What can be done when a person say they missed court by mistake? I mean, look, man, I got sick, man. I went to the doctor. I forgot I had to go to court. What can you do in that situation?
I mean, just come and, you know, we come to me, call me, and I meet you to the jail. And it'll be easier on you turn yourself in and meet to the manager. You know what I'm saying? And we can work something out as far as your bond then.
Instead of you having to go.
Instead of you having the police had to go to the roadblock and the police had to say, oh, you didn't go to court, did you?
Right.
It's going to be a little different story.
Or you had to show them that 6'4", 300
300
pounds. Closing speed, baby.
How does that work?
At closing speed. Now here's what I want to talk about when we get back. Okay. The last thing I want to talk about is how do you become a bondsman? A lot of people are probably watching this show right now like, man, shoot, what he doing seems cool, man. I wish I could do something like that. What is the process? We're going to talk about that, y'all, when we get back, okay? We'll be right back, y'all. More Lawyer Up.
Being a parent is never easy. Sometimes even the best of us can get overwhelmed. When difficult situations occur in your family, the Power of You is here to help. Our dedicated and trained clinicians stand ready to offer the support that you and your family need. The agency offers substance abuse prevention services, which include evidence-based programs to delay the onset of use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. Multisystemic therapy is specific to children between the ages of 12 and 18 that experience serious behavioral issues. Child-Parent Partners is for families with children between the ages of 0 and 6 that have experienced trauma. The Power of You is a nonprofit organization dedicated to uplifting communities one child at a time. If you or someone you know are in need of mental health services, feel free to reach us at 252-551-5544 or visit us confidentially on the web, www.powerofyou.com. Parenting is like a ride in an amusement park. For me, my motherhood journey includes a 6-year-old diva and a 4-year-old superhero. From fertility treatments to potty watches and princess parties and bathtub Hershey kisses, juggling mommyhood, work, and husband ain't always easy. And most of the time, I'm just trying to make it. Along the way, I may stumble. Who am I kidding? In fact, most of the time, I fall flat on my face. A lot of that's what makes Chocolate Mother different. I don't mind laughing at myself and giving my 2-cent product review, especially if it will help someone else. Chocolate Mother aims to inspire and encourage all parenting by sharing the ins and outs of daily experiences with our kids on a weekly basis. This one-of-a-kind blog is intimate, honest, and entertaining. Please visit and share at chocolatemother.com.
We're back right here on Lawyer Road with Mr. Javius Dixon. Mr. Dixon, look, and we've been talking about a lot of wonderful stuff, a lot of interesting stuff, but how does a person go about actually being a bondsman or a bail agent? What do you got to do? Is you got to go to college for 5 years or something? What do you have to do to be a bondsman?
Well, no, first of all, you had to pay $500.
Okay.
In a class for 3 days, for actually 2 days now.
Right.
Saturday and Sunday, 8-hour class.
Okay.
You know, once you pass that 8-hour class, they'll send you a certificate, and then again you'll pay some more money.
Okay.
Then they'll send you another certificate so you can be able to take another class.
Okay.
And once you take that test, once you pass that actual test, you're actually licensed as a bail bondsman in North Carolina. But then you have to get an appointment with an insurance company, whoever the agent that you're under, so that you could be appointed to be able to write a bond.
So you have to work typically under somebody for a while.
Yeah, of course you have to work under somebody for a year.
Okay.
It's agreed by the state, and you have to work for 2 years in order to supervise somebody.
Okay. So make sure I got this thing right. You got to take one test. Okay.
You got to take one class for
One class,
$500.
$500 class and a test.
For $500.
And then that makes you eligible to take another one.
Another test.
Okay.
But you got to pay some more money.
You got to pay some more money. So some money got to pay to make this thing happen.
You got to get fingerprints. You got to get background checks. You got to get all that stuff.
So can anybody? I mean, you said the background test. I mean, can anybody become a bondsman? Or
Nah, anybody can't become a bondsman. You got a felony, you can't become a bondsman.
Okay.
If you had a misdemeanor charge of paraphernalia or even any kind of drug within the last 2 years, you can't be a bondsman.
Okay, so you got to have pretty much a clean.
You got to have pretty much a
clean
slate.
history. You can't. All right, so a lot of people think bondsmen are just regular thugs, but you can't be a thug. And
No, you can't be a thug. You can't even be a thug, be a bondsman.
All right, so you got to have a good. So after you do that, you work under somebody for a year. All right, that gets you able to write your own bonds.
That gets you to be able to go under yourself. And
then to actually have the ability to supervise somebody.
You have to work under the same person for 2 years.
The same person for 2 years.
Same person for 2 years.
Okay, so if you want to actually have your own company, you have to have worked for that same person for 2 years.
That same person.
Then you can break off from that person and have your own bond.
In your first 6 months of business, now you can switch person if you ain't going great with the person you in.
So the person ain't acting right.
In the first 6 months you can switch. But it starts your time over for you 2 years.
You better find a good person the first time. You wasted some time.
I'm telling you, though.
So let me ask you this last question real quick. If someone wanted to get in contact with you, I mean, either they because a lot of folks look, don't call me if you get locked up. I am not coming to your house at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not coming to the jail. Do not call 252-565-8635. We will not be open. Let's let you know. But if somebody wanted to actually get in contact with a bondsman, they just got locked up, their family member got locked up, they need to get up with you particularly. What do they have to do to get up with you? I mean, I know they got a list of names at the jail, but they like your vibe. They like the way you kind of bringing it out there to them. How can they get in contact with you?
Well, actually, I have a Facebook page that's Javius Dixon, and you can go on Facebook, Javius Dixon.
Spell that name for us real quick.
Javius, last name Dixon. Phone number is 252-902-5188 or 252-227-9050. And that's Javius Dixon, Set a Free Bail Bond, of course. You can reach me there on Facebook, or our office is located at 400 West 5th Street, downtown Greenville.
All right, so make sure I got that right. You said Javius Dixon. That's 252-902-5188.
Correct.
Or it's 252-227-9050.
Correct.
And you're located right here on 400 West 5th Street in Greenville, North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
Set them free bail bonds, right?
Set them free bail
Set them free, y'all. Look, we appreciate your time right there. Look, we'll be right back, y'all. More Lawyer Up. We had a very exciting show today. I hope you enjoyed yourself listening to Mr. Javius Dixon. He gave us so much valuable information about what to do when you get locked up. I hope you know now you don't call your lawyer at 3 o'clock in the morning. I hope you know now that the person you need to call is the person that can get you out of jail. I'm not posting your bond. A bail bondsman is going to be the one that posts your bond. I enjoyed myself on this show. I hope you enjoyed yourself. We'll see you next time on Lawyer Up.
All the evidence is in, and now it's time for the final arguments of the lawyers. When I hear those words, I feel like a baseball player in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, and I'm up to bat. When I hear those words, I feel like a basketball player with 3 seconds on the clock and the game is on the line. When I hear those words, I feel like a quarterback in the 4th quarter on a game-winning drive, 2 minutes left to go. When I hear those words, I feel like I'm in a championship fight. I need a knockout to win. When I hear those words, there's one thought that goes in my mind. There's one thought that plays over and over again. There's one phrase that I continuously hear. And that phrase is, let's go to work.
Beats,